Hi, tonight I want to talk to you about the future of education. I want to talk to you about the things which are wrong with the educational system right now, the traditional model. Let's have a look at this traditional model. How does it work? Well, you go into school, you get a one-size-fits-all lecture, then you go home, you make some homework, you come back, you get assessed, and then we put a label on your head. You are a D student, you are an A student, you're a B student. So once we've established that, we move on to the next topic. So here's a little thought experiment to emphasize the stupidity of this system. Imagine you're all in this bow shooting class, right? And I'm your bow shooting instructor. And this week we're going to learn how to shoot an apple off the wall. So as your instructor, I give you an apple, I give you a bow, I give you 10 arrows, and I even give you a little lecture, and then I tell you, okay, go home, practice, and in a week I will assess your bow shooting abilities. So you go home, you practice, a week later you come back into my class, there I am, standing with my little clipboard, and I tell you, okay, start shooting the apple off the wall, right? And so you try your best to hit the apple off the wall. You're standing there shooting. First apple, lucky shot. Second apple, just goes over it. Next one, just miss it. At the end, out of the 10 arrows that you had, you make 60% of the shots. You are 60% proficient at bow shooting. You are a D student. So I give you this label. I put this in your permanent academic bow shooting record, making it all impossible forever to get into this Ivy League bow shooting academy, which you obviously love because it's awesome and we all want to go there. But luckily, you did pass the class, right? So, despite the deficiencies which you have shown in your apple shooting abilities, there is this date-mandated thing which we call a curriculum, which basically tells us we have to move forward. You are 60%, but we move forward. So you come back next class, and I tell you, okay, get the arrows out, arm your bow, so you're standing there all Robin Hood-like, ready to shoot, and I grab the apple and I put it on the head of your wife. And as crazy and stupid as this may sound, this is exactly what's going on in our classrooms right now. We have students that take an exam, they get 10% right, they get 20% right, or wrong, 30% wrong. And regardless of the fact that we have now identified their weaknesses, we push them forward. We push them on to the next topic. So right now, the only reason why we assess students is to put labels on their forehead. We track them, we separate them, and once we know these weaknesses, we still push them forward, ensuring that at some time they're going to fail. So when more advanced topics are covered, these knowledge holes, these gaps, they prevent students from understanding these more advanced concepts. And I know this sounds really depressing, right? But luckily we have a solution. Instead of measuring the level of a student based only on the amount of time that he has spent in the classroom, wouldn't it be more logical to look at what a student actually is capable of? Wouldn't it be more logical to personalize education? What we're arguing for is proficiency-based learning through technology. This new educational paradigm, if you will, tracks your performance, progress on a concept level. It identifies your weaknesses, your knowledge gaps, and fixes them to provide you with a solid base of understanding, the tools to reach your full potential. And the essential element of this paradigm is not to put kids behind computers, but to free up time in the classroom. Not one teacher telling a one-size-fits-all story to every student, but time for discussion, time for social learning, time for peer-to-peer learning, time for interaction. So if you believe that personal education is better than a one-size-fits-all solution, if you believe in letting people reach their full potential, if you believe that active learning is better than passive listening, I'm not trying to sell you anything, but boy, do we have a product for you. We're developing an adaptive educational platform to flip the classroom. Our technology personalizes education and lets you master basic concepts anytime, anywhere, on your own pace, instead of a static lecture. Our sophisticated algorithm identifies the strong and the weak points and keeps track of progress of every student. This data enables the teacher to target every student's needs. So imagine how we could use this platform. Imagine how can we use this data from the platform to link strong students to weak students. And education can become what it should be, a social experience where we learn from each other through active participation, where peer-to-peer learning is central. Instead of one static lecture, we can personalize everything. This brings me to the end of my presentation, and if there's anything I'd like you to take away from this presentation, make sure the following is included. If you are a decision maker in higher education, if you are a decision maker in a lower education, if you have anything to do, if you have a cousin who has a friend who has a girlfriend who does something with learning, then spread this message. Let it be heard that we can personalize education, and yes, we can make it happen. So thank you very much. That was my presentation.